Yeah, yeah. Still the same nigga from the past, yeah.
What's good, y'all? My name is Marlon. And welcome back to Marlon's World. As of right now, I got two amazing, beautiful queens. This is
Diamond Wiley. I'm from Dallas, Texas.
And then we got
Chelsea Ajimay, and I'm from Toronto, Canada.
And as y'all know, we always get a bustle with amazing new topics. And the topics for today is being a female in a relationship. So I'm going to ask them certain questions as far as being a female relationship, what they like and what they don't like, how they relate to certain things, and what they do in certain situations. So first question is, when you looking for a man, what is something that you're looking for? Yeah.
Okay. Me personally, I feel like I'm looking for someone who has ambition, who knows what they want to be and do in life. Like, I don't want someone to, like, come to me and be confused. Like, I want you to have, like, a set goal. Mm-hmm. And someone who is respectful, because a lot of these men nowadays have no respect, act like they have no, you raise them well, you know? But, honestly, I think that's what, like, my two main things are with what I'm looking for in men.
Okay.
I would say I'm not looking for anything particular because relationships are just, this generation is just something else. But I would say, of course, I'm looking for a God-fearing man, of course, someone that have the qualities as my father, because most of us look into things like that. A respectable person, of course. You have to be able to respect yourself first before you can respect someone else.
Self-love is the best love.
Yes. I would say I usually get to want to know people, like how they treat others, like how they may treat someone that may clean stairs, or how they may treat the president. Like those things really matter, because how you treat people, it really sticks with them. So I would say I look for those things. You know, you have to be good on the inside.
For sure. So when it comes to your man, does he have to have money? And I'm not saying maybe like a 9 to 5. I'm talking more so like he got to be basically a millionaire in order for him to be with you. Basically, do he got to have like a certain swagger? Because think about this. Let's say I might have swag, but then another man, he bummy, but he probably like way better than me, more respectful and all. Mm-hmm. Does that matter to y'all? Like, how does that go when it comes to stuff like that?
I don't know. Sometimes money can really blind someone from someone's true character, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, of course, nobody just want to be with nobody that don't have a little piece of change. But like, I can put my little piece of change together with your little piece of change. Yeah. You know, we can make a big piece of change. So
I'm not really worried about swag either, because somebody could dress like they're poor and have the most money in the world. And somebody could dress like they're rich and have zero in their bank account, like literally. So like,
that's true.
Swag is not really
a
big thing, but it will be nice for you to have, yes, but it's not a priority.
Right. It's like just like an extra icing on the cake type of thing. Yeah, I get that. So next question is, as far as your man becoming, let's say going to college, and then maybe just like, I don't want to go to school, does that matter? Does your man have to have a degree? No. So he could work a 9 to 5? Like a simple 9 to 5?
Yes. Sort of, because I feel like college doesn't determine if you're going to get a job in the end, because say I want to be a teacher, like, and for example in Toronto, like, it's very hard to become a teacher because there's so many people in that field. So like me getting a diploma or like a bachelor's degree, whatever, doesn't necessarily mean I'm guaranteed a job afterwards, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, people also make YouTube videos and channels, right? People can make more doing that than having a 9 to 5 or any type of job. So I would say going to college doesn't really matter to me personally.
How about you?
I would agree, but just because college isn't for everyone. I mean, there's plenty of millionaires that don't go to college and they
facts.
And they have a lot of money. So I would just say, if you aren't going to college though, just make sure you know what you're doing in life, or you have a backup plan. Like, you just can't be out here, like, if I have goals up here, you can't not have have goals. You have to be able to want to achieve something. But I don't agree with everyone going to college though. Just have a plan.
Yeah. Once again, just like how you said, everybody got a plan. Everybody's path is different. Everyone isn't the same. So, once again, but at the end of the day, that's something you just got to go through with your spouse, your significant other. Once again, everybody got a thought of doing something. You got to think about it. We always had that thought when we was younger. Now, when you're in college, we got a whole nother thought. You know what I'm saying? So, it's this thing called life that we all hit, and then, our mental just changed. So, we doing good. So, next question is, once again, being in a female relationship, what are some things that you feel like needs to be done as far as a female in a relationship? So, when you're in a relationship, what are some things like you're like, okay, I know if I do this, if I do these things, my relationship can go well, and it can be, it can last a very long time.
Well, I wouldn't say some things that I would just focus on doing just because I'm a female. I would say it would need to be 50-50. Like, if I'm here for mental support, I want your mental support as well. I need your spiritual support as well. Like, because sometimes when you feel like you're giving so much, you don't get so much in return. So I feel like just as much as I'm giving to you, I'm gonna need back, because like my battery needs to be filled just as much as yours. So
for sure.
That's how I feel.
How you feel about that?
I feel the same way, and I feel like emotional support is needed with men a lot nowadays, because they don't really get that sort of support like with their parents. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if I'm there to support you mentally or emotionally, that would help you benefit, because certain people need that support,
Because once again, just with that, when we, not just gonna say when we was younger, this generation now compared to the generation so long ago when our parents were kids, if you was a male, you had to be strong, you had no feelings, nothing like that. And now in this generation, as far as a male and a female, you were able to express yourself more. It's fine with a man crying, or it's fine with a man actually talking about his feelings and how he feel about certain things. So I do feel like once again, what both of y'all said, when it comes to that, whatever a female does, a male needs to do it as well. Mm-hmm. So, quick question: does a man need to take care of everything as far as housing, rent, so, what I'm saying, making sure certain rent and stuff is paid for, paying car and stuff like that, and then of course the old-fashioned housewife? Do you think your relationship should be like that?
Realistically, I can't answer this question just because I don't know where I will be financially. If I'm marrying a millionaire, he can pay for everything. I'll be fine with that.
Facts.
But say if my husband wasn't in the right place to pay for certain things and I would have to fill in those gaps, I wouldn't have a problem. It all depends on where you're at in life. That's what I'm saying. But as long as we know we need to build up to a point to where these certain bills need to be paid, then it's fine.
That's true. Me growing up, basically all the bills are basically paid by my dad. So that's what I'm used to and used to seeing, So I guess if I was in a situation where my husband didn't have a certain amount of income, his income is not big, I wouldn't mind doing half and half, but I kind of expect you as a man to pay bills. But that's just my opinion.
Things, though.
Yeah.
Once again, just like how she said though, I'm she's used to her father being around, so what I'm saying, she gonna look for those certain things that she's seen in her dad with her next man. You know what I'm saying? That's as far as us with men and the girl we talk to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We kind of expect we expect you to look almost be like our mother in a sense, But at the same time, that's kind of be the problem in a lot of people's relationships. You know what I'm saying? They expect you to be a certain way, but you gotta understand everybody that went through certain things, it made them, it changed them in a certain way. Once again, we all go through this thing called life. Well, we all just do things differently. So, the next question is, we got 6 minutes. The next question is, as far as, once again, being in a relationship, could you tolerate, this is a good one, could you tolerate your man being friendly?
Just leave the boat with this one.
Too friendly with every female, or
See, because I know I'm friendly. Y'all know I'm friendly. So I guess y'all can say my type of friendliness. So as far as just being real outspoken, real outgoing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't really think I be doing too much, but when it comes to a sense you gonna know that your man gonna know when enough is enough. But at the same time, enough might be your breaking point for him. You know what I'm saying? So how does that work out for you?
I feel like that ties in with trust, like,
Yeah.
and kind of insecurities. Like, so obviously I have to build a strong bond and trust you. So if you're friendly, I would honestly have to. Oh Lord.
You gotta adjust to him.
I would kind of have to adjust to it, but at the same time, there's boundaries. Like, obviously, you're not gonna go up to a female and be like, "Oh, you're pretty." Like, I want
Right.
to, like, you know, get to know you and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind you being friendly, but you just have to know when to stop. If you know
When
what I'm
enough is
saying.
enough.
Yeah.
How about you?
I would say you just need to know your limits. Like I would really sum it all up by saying don't do anything that you wouldn't want me doing. That's really
That's
what
a good
I do.
That's
answer.
smart. Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, so next question is, do y'all believe in second chances? It's like, oh yeah.
This is a hard one.
This is a hard one. It depends on the
situation?
100%.
It really does depend on the situation.
Okay, the little example. You catch your man texting another female.
I can move past that.
You going past
I
that?
feel like that's not a big deal.
Is it not a big deal, or is it not a big deal because you don't know what he's saying to the
I'm
girl?
gonna check that phone.
Okay.
I don't care whether he loves me or not. I'm checking that phone. But say what you're saying.
I'm trying to say, let's say if he just be like, let's say he put hot eyes on her, let's say Snap, right? He put hot eyes on her pitch, she say thank you, and he'd be like, no problem, love. What you doing? Is you gonna give him a second chance? What you say?
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, boy.
I mean,
The love part is taking it too far for me personally.
LUV.
I don't understand. LUV?
LUV.
No, it doesn't matter. Love is love. Like, I don't understand why you need to even. Why are you looking at other people, first of all?
I don't.
You need to be blind enough to see you.
No, but it's just like, okay, if you compliment somebody, it's fine. But like,
Yeah.
if you go to that extent where you have to say no problem, love, that's a problem to me because at that point, I feel like you don't care about me because why are you calling other people love? You should only be in love with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure. Diamond.
Don't cut me up our eyes.
yeah,
It's
it's just that.
I mean, don't do that. That's all I have to say. Don't do that.
You said nothing. Ain't no way. Man. Ain't no way.
Cause
Okay.
I mean, that's just like us be like, oh, you looking sexy today, like to a boy or man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Y'all, that's not gonna sit right with y'all. So.
That ain't
Don't
sitting
gotta
right.
let
My
that
heart
shit.
gonna fall right to
That's what
my
I'm
feet,
saying,
boy.
like-
I couldn't do it. Okay, so the other question I wanted to ask was, do you think that, once again, when you're in a relationship, do you have to know about their past? Do you think you need to know about their past in order to continue with them? I'm gonna say yes as a male, due to just the fact that if this is somebody that you're trying to get in a relationship with, you need to know everything. How their mental is, how their physical is, and how their spirituality is. So that's just me. How about y'all?
Yeah, I think I would have to agree to that because you don't know, like what old baggage someone may be bringing into your new relationship, and like how certain things might affect them, might trigger someone. I feel like you all have to do a little background check, just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, and just to like really, that's just really a part of a relationship. Like you really have to learn your person and stuff like that, and be able to deal with them and things that they may come with. I feel like that's just.
I agree with you guys as well because you never know how someone is mentally. Like you see some people date people without getting to know them or be their friend first, and then in the end they realize that they're not for them and they don't love them, because they see the true colors that they show.
Yeah.
Also, I wouldn't judge you off your past because I know I've done stuff in the past that I not regret but that I've learned not to do in the future. So yeah, I agree with what you guys are saying.
Okay. So in that case, do you believe that you have to be best friends or friends with someone before being in a relationship with them? I'm gonna say 50-50. Cause due to the fact that, especially when you kind of meet new people, you already got the thought of like, I look and want to be in a relationship with you. I know I need to be friends with you, but my intention is to be in a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? If the way as far as you in high school, you know what I'm saying, well, we were in high school and a little bit of college, you'd be friends with for, you know, you friends with someone for a minute, then you'd be like, I can see myself with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what's y'all take on that?
I agree with you too. Like, it's a 50-50. I agree, because my last relationship, we did start off as friends, and I felt like it did help us in many ways because we got to learn each other, like, and I can still go back to him and still talk to him about certain stuff, and he can come to me and talk to me about certain stuff. So I do agree with what you're saying.
Yeah. Wait, what was the question again?
The question was, do you have to be best friends with the person before getting a relationship with them, or friends?
I mean, I feel like yes, because just like y'all said, you don't know if you really gonna like this person. Like, you could be asking me to be your boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend today, and it's all lollipops and sugar kisses. But then I really don't even know you like that, and we're like, oh, where is all this stuff coming from? Like, you know, you don't have to be ready for certain stuff like that. So.
Yeah, preparation for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question is, also, once again, in a relationship, you know, mindset. When it comes to your man, like I would say when it comes to me being in a relationship, I am very like honest. Like if I see something that I'm not used to seeing, like I'm gonna say I'm very, very close to detail. So let's say we always on the phone, right? Or you call me at a certain time, like let's say for the past, like ever since we've been together, and then you don't do it one day, I'm gonna address it. Cause I'm gonna think something going on.
What day?
Yeah, because you go. And once again, in my mind, I'm just thinking like something going on. Especially if you like, you know, when you so used to a routine. When you used to a routine and then something changed, you like something feel off, and then you kind of notice you like, oh, she didn't do this, or I didn't do this. You know what I'm saying? So how do y'all feel about that? Like, do you have to pay very close attention to detail as far as like little stuff like that?
Yes and no. I used to really overthink really badly, so I don't really do that anymore because
Everything
come
gonna
up with
get you
all kinds of
nowhere.
different scenarios. So I feel like as long as you're like really communicating with me and vice versa, I don't feel like it should be a problem.
Communication is key.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I don't think communication is key. I think comprehension is key, because if you don't comprehend, how, like, it won't work. You have
That's
to
a
understand certain
fact.
things. Like,
yeah.
so
That's
I
a
do agree
fact.
with what you're saying, and I try not to get used to routine because of that. And I do overthink a lot, which to a point will make me crazy. Like, that's why I try not to get used to routine. But as long as you talk to me and like explain, like, say for example, like we always talk on the phone at 7, and then one day we don't. Like, just message me and tell me like, oh, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Like that. Like,
Yeah, that's something
so,
small.
yeah.
Like, you can correct that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, imagine someone not even doing that though. You get what I'm saying?
I used to do that. I'm not gonna lie, I used to do that.
Cause like I said, me, I'm gonna address it. Like I'm gonna just be like, okay, like, is there something going on? Is there something that I did? Or is you just having a bad day? Like, let me know something. Cause once again, comprehension is key. I like that more than communication. Like, let me understand what's going on so that I don't overthink, or I get to overthinking and then I go crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that is a wrap. Once again, I want to thank Chelsea and Diamond for coming to Marlon's World. We're gonna have a part 2 for sure. And yeah,
Follow me
peace
on
and love.
Instagram at Slim Charles.
Dimes.
2 S's, 2 M's.
Follow me on Instagram at Don, by the way, DYMBT.
So yeah, we out.
Still the same nigga from the past, yeah. Still